Welcome to Friday Feelings, the podcast that helps you turn your emotions into powerful tools for growth, connection, and purpose. I'm your host, Janelle Friday, and I have spent the last several years in intensive study and application of emotional intelligence teachings and methods so that I could live a different life. In 2020, I experienced a life crisis that blew up my life. I was forced to face the truth within myself, realizing I was not self aware. I did not have control over my emotions. And for most of my life, I would isolate and sink into my couch for weeks on end because I didn't have any skills or training on how to overcome negative emotions. In our day to day at work, most of us are used to hiding emotions because we've all heard the saying, it's not personal, it's just business. Well, in essence, what we're saying is you should hide your emotions because you might make someone feel uncomfortable and you should keep things professional. I think it's safe to say that that approach is not working. It's actually created working environments and cultures that are difficult to navigate because we're human and emotions are always present. That's what makes us human. Our emotions are a central part of how we function, process information, and ultimately drive our behavior. When we fear emotions, we miss out on the very thing that makes us effective, connects us, and allows us to be authentic. When we suppress what we feel, we don't eliminate those emotions. They simply show up in other ways like passive aggressiveness, burnout, disengagement, and conflict. Ignoring emotions doesn't make them go away. It actually makes them louder, harder to manage, and more damaging to relationships and outcomes. The truth is, emotions are not the enemy of professionalism. They are a source of strength, insight, and connection when we learn how to engage with them intentionally. By acknowledging emotions instead of hiding them, we open the door to better communication, stronger collaboration, and a sense of self resilience, self awareness, and self confidence. We create spaces where people feel seen, heard, and valued, which leads to trust, increased creativity, and a healthier working place. Friday Feelings dares you to feel fully. Through heartfelt conversations with inspiring guests, we'll explore real stories behind life's most challenging and beautiful moments. You'll hear how vulnerability can become strength, how struggle can lead to clarity, and how honoring your emotions unlocks deeper connection to yourself and to those around you. Each episode will leave you with something real, practical tools, actionable steps, and the encouragement to lean into what you're feeling instead of running from it. You'll discover how to turn pain into purpose, fear into courage, and hope into transformation that helps you build confidence, leads to increased clarity, and a life that aligns with who you truly are. Your emotions are not holding you back. They're pointing you forward. They are your greatest teachers, your strongest allies, and the key to living a life of intention, freedom, and authenticity. Join me every Friday as we embrace the feelings that shape us and step boldly into who we're meant to be. Subscribe now to Friday Feelings and let this be the place where your story begins to change one feeling at a time.